earning 0% interest, you are missing out on major yield. Today we are looking at Overlayer, a brand new protocol built on Ethereum and Base that automatically upgrades standard stablecoins into yield-bearing synthetic assets through RF3. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how this protocol works, why their built-in security parameters actually stand out, and how you can get involved on early user program right now. Let's dive straight in. First of all, you want to do is connect your wallet. Of course, I recommend OKX Wallet. Is fast, reliable, and simple to use. So there are 2 key points I'm going to share to you people. 2 key points. The testnet ends in 24 days as of the time of this video. Testnet ends in 24 days, 6 hours as of the time of this video. And only users with 15,000 points will be eligible for the airdrop. I didn't make the rules, the team made the rules. This is it right here on their Discord. Phase 0 origin increased reward eligibility threshold. They increased it from 2,000 to 15,000 points. So if you don't have 15,000 points, you won't be considered for the airdrop. But users with 2,000 points will be considered for a snapshot, but not for the rewards. They might reward them later. Users with 15,000 points are eligible for the airdrop. Users with 2,000 points are for the snapshot. On their X, they stated it there. The phase 0, which is currently what I'm about to explain to you, is this. See, more snapshots will be taken at random during the campaign to keep origin fair. More snapshots will be taken at random to keep the snapshot, and only users with 15,000 and 2,000 points will be eligible for a snapshot once again. So now let's dive straight in on how you can get positioned for the testnet and how you can get ready for Overlayer protocol. So it's a yield bearing program. The first thing you want to do is claim Faucets. You head over to this point here. Faucets. That's what it says. Faucets by the left side. So you are going to get both the USDT and USDC and get the Sepolia ETH. So let's get the USDT and USDC. You click on get USDC and USDT. In their protocol is known as T+ and C+. So once you get to the wallet, they are going to ask you again once again to connect your OKX wallet to the site. So or any other wallet you use, I use OKX Wallet. So you head over down and look for USDT, USDC, because those are the 2 testnet you came here to claim. Where is it? This is Theta USDT. So you click on Faucets and Faucet USDT. Don't bother about this. Don't bother about this. It's nothing. So once you enter your password, you confirm the transaction. You claim 10,000 USDT. Please note, this is testnet token. It's not withdrawable. It is only for test purposes. You cannot withdraw. You can only use it to trade on the platform and earn tokens. So you wait till the Faucets gets approved. All done. Faucet approved. So you head over to USDC. You were just claimed USDT. Now we have to head over to USDC to claim the Faucets. So it's basically the same process. You click on approve and it brings out your OKX wallet and you confirm. It's just the same process. All done. So now next step is to get Sepolia ETH. We've gotten USDT and USDC. Is to get Sepolia ETH. Once again, if you don't know how I got to this place, you just come down here and click on Faucet. It's under early user. You click on Faucet, get Sepolia ETH. It takes you up to this site. Now you will need to get your wallet manually from your. You need to put your wallet address here and get it manually from your OKX wallet. So you press receive, click on Sepolia ETH, copy the address, then you paste it right here. Get 0.05 Sepolia ETH. What is 0.50 Sepolia ETH does is to act as gas fee of when you are minting, when you are bridging. That's all it does. You don't do anything more than that, because the USDT and USDT is the major token for the airdrop. Now you've gotten the Sepolia ETH. As you can see, get Sepolia ETH transaction complete. So you've got to the 0.50 Sepolia ETH, you've got to the USDT, you've got to the USDC. Now it's time to head over to the main airdrop. You click on early user. The first thing you want to do is complete the social tasks. Those are the easiest tasks you can literally do on the project right now. Join Discord, follow Overlayer on X, follow the founder on X, follow the TG announcement. It doesn't take you anything, and you have to put in codes in each just to confirm you've done it. If you fail to complete the tasks, or you join their Discord or follow or try to get ahead of the system, you will forfeit all your points when they eventually check. So it's better to be safe. It doesn't take anything to follow and stay with the project. The project is building. Why don't you build with them? So now this is the tax by the site. On-chain tax. That's what we call them. On-chain tax. They've done 159 in the past in total. That's of 27 pages. Every day it renews. On-chain tax. You cannot do the ones in the past. You only do the ones that comes every day. And this one comes the next day in 17 hours. So you have to do this before 17 hours gets complete. The next day another tax comes. It's almost the same thing every day. Only the button changes where you get 1,000 points or 1,500 points. So the first one now is mint on Ethereum Sepolia. Mint on Ethereum Sepolia. And he said mint at least 352 C+ on Ethereum Sepolia. So you head over, look for mint. Where is mint? Mint is here. Mint or redeem. This is it right here. Mint or redeem. So I want to tell you something. T+ means USDT. It's kind of like a wrapped USDT. T+ means USDT, and C+ means base, something like that, base USDT. It's kind of like a wrapped USDC. So first one you want to do is they said mint on Ethereum. Let me go over there again. Mint at least 352 C+. You have to take note of either C+ or T+. Here down here is T+. Here right here is C+. You have to take note of that. So mint at least 352 C+ on Ethereum Sepolia. So you head over mint, you click on mint, then change this right here, this here, to C+, because you are minting on C+. And what he said was mint 352, at least 352. So you either do 352 or you do higher. So just to be on the safe side, we do 355. 355. So you approve USDC. Your wallet will pump up once again. You approve, but take note of this place. Even though 355, I want you to note something here right here. This is the place you have to be careful. Even though the transaction, you're going to get a pop-up in a few minutes now. They'll tell you the transaction has been approved. Even though the transaction has been approved, you still have to mint it. Again, there was a stuff there, approve USDC. That's just approving the USDC. You still have to mint the USDC. Don't worry. You see, the transaction has popped up here. Transaction confirmed. Now you still have to mint the USDC. This is the final stage. Once you've approved it, you still have to mint the USDC. So you confirm the transaction in your wallet after it pops up. And you wait till transaction gets confirmed. This gas fee right here, don't worry, it's being paid for. It's free. It's just testnet. You are not paying for anything to main it. So transaction confirmed. That means it has been confirmed. So if you head over to the early access, early user, once again, you see the project has been ticked. 100 points, just like that. I was on 2050. Now I'm having 2150. These tasks have to be done every day, remember, because it refreshes in 17 hours every day. The second task now is stake at least 273 T+ on Ethereum Sepolia. You head over to stake. No balance here, zero balance here, zero balance here. So how did I get 500 and this right here, this right here, this right here, this right here? If I was to press stake, you won't know how I got this balance. So what you want to do is go and mint. You have to mint USDT to T+. You have to mint USDT to T+. Don't forget you have 20,000 USDT you claimed in the Faucet. You have 10,000 USDC you claimed in the Faucet. So you have to mint. You just select any amount. I've already minted 593. So I'm just going to do this here. I'll just do about 100. Once again, you are going to approve before you are able to mint. You approve the USDT, your wallet pops up. you approve it on the wallet. You select the amount you wish to mint, then confirm. Transaction shows successful. Now you have to mint it. So that's the only way you can stake. After you mint, I've already minted enough, so I have enough to go ahead and complete the task. After approving the USDT, you mint the USDT to T plus, kind of like a wrapped USDT, something like that. If you remember, something like Plaza Finance. So just take a while, and boom, transaction confirmed, successful. I was on 583, now it's already 5993. So if you head over to the stake once again, if you go back to the stake, I now have 5993. So you have to take note of this. It's either it's T plus or C plus. The project say you should mint stake. So you have to take note of that. It says stake at least 273 T plus on Ethereum Sepolia. So we are staking 273 T plus. We are staking 273. So what we are going to stake is once again, once you click on stake, you have to approve once again. Since they said we do 273, we are going to do, let's just say 300, just to be on the safe side in case of gas or anything. You approve once again. This is not the final step. You are just approving it. You haven't staked. Even if the stake that is written there, all you are doing right now is approving it. So you don't go and approve and you'll be confused on why the tax didn't complete, because I had those issues at the early stages. Transaction confirmed. Now you have to click on stake once again. It shows you an entirely different thing. So here is what stake will take you to. Since we are staking about 300, just to be on the safe side, 300. Then click on stake. Wait for transaction. Your wallet pops up once again, and you just confirm. Confirm. It was on 752 before. Now it is now 1000 because I just staked 300. Remember that. If you head over to the early user once again, section 2 has been completed. Second on-chain tax has been completed. Next is bridge at least 486 C plus from Ethereum Sepolia. We have to bridge. Now you head over to the bridge section. Swap is unavailable for now. Swap is not available on Testnet. The team already said that. Bridge, you have to bridge once again. Go back to the tax. Bridge at least 486 C plus. So you head over to bridge section, which is the swap plus bridge section. You click on swap Ethereum. You click on T plus. Select chain base. Now is it T plus or C plus? This is where you have to not make mistake. Even if you make mistake, it can be corrected. It's not. So bridge at least 468 C plus. So you head over to bridge. Swap bridge, then C plus. Remember that C plus. We are bridging to C plus. So you might be wondering, where did I get 600,355? Because I didn't meet 600,355. Once again, it's the same process on how to get 600,355. You just have to mint it. Once you mint it, it will be on C plus and it will be on C plus. So in case, because we only did 100, so you might be confused on how I got it. So you just have to mint it. USDC is for C plus. USDT is for T plus. Theta is the standing for USDT, so that's why it's T plus. So you bridge from they said C plus Ethereum, so you bridge it to base, to C plus base. You just click on base, then you bridge. And what was the instruction? 486. So we are going to be doing about 500. We just bridge. Once again, this is just approving before you confirm the transaction. Processing. Transaction confirmed. Okay, this one is a one-time process, my bad. So transaction confirmed, just like that. You bridge. If you go back to the early user, transaction 3 should be have been completed. Transaction 3 will have been completed. Now for the next 3 other tasks. This is the place you just have to be careful so you don't get confused. So for you to do this other task here, send at least 494 T plus on Ethereum Sepolia. All these remaining tasks, these 2 tasks, send and receive on Ethereum Sepolia, you have to do them through your wallet. Now the app or website is out of this. Now you have to do them on your wallet. So the first thing you want to do on how to do them on your wallet is to add the contract address of T plus and C plus. Is to add the contract address of T plus and C plus. This is what it looks like. This is what the wallet looks like when you've claimed your transaction. Don't forget you claim this USDC through and USDT through Faucet. Don't forget you claim them through the Faucet. You claim this through the Faucet. You claim this through the Faucet. You minted this. Always remember you minted this. You minted this. So that's just how it works. And this you also claimed it through the Faucet. The first thing you want to do is switch your network over to Sepolia ETH. Switch your network over to Sepolia ETH. Mine is already on Sepolia ETH. You switch your network to Sepolia ETH. You search for Sepolia ETH. Sepolia. Then you click on Sepolia ETH. That is just it, Sepolia. So that's the first thing. It will take you exactly to this testnet. It will take you to the testnet right here. Let me switch this to sidebar. So you take it to the testnet. The next thing you want to do is to add token. You have to, once again, you have to add the contract address for you to be able to interact. That is the only way you'll be able to do that. So how do you add a contract address? You head over to manage crypto. Manage crypto. Once you click on manage crypto, because I've added mine, I have added mine. So I'm going to show you how you do yours. You click on manage crypto, because this is how yours is supposed to show. Except you've minted the testnets to minted them. That's the alternative road. You mint it and it shows there. So if you want to add it manually by yourself, you click on manage crypto. Once you click on manage crypto, you head over to the Discord, but no worries, I'm going to drop the contract address right there. Then once you click on manage crypto, you click custom crypto. You can do it customly or you can just do it by minting it. Those are the ways you can do that. You click on Sepolia network. Of course, I told you to put it on Sepolia network. Then the contract address, you head over to the Discord, but don't worry, it will be in the. You click on manage token. After clicking on manage to custom crypto, I have added mine. As you can see, added crypto already. Custom crypto. Then you get the contract address from the Discord. That is the only way you can get the contract address, but worry less, I'll be dropping the contract address in the description of this video and the comment section of this video. Once you go head over to the Discord, you just ask the admin for the contract address. As you can see, BJ, where can I get the contract address? The admin drops the contract address, T plus and C plus. So you copy the T plus. You don't need to copy the T plus. You just copy the address alone. Copy link and paste and confirm. That is exactly what to do. Once you confirm, it gets you the T plus and it gets you the C plus. The alternative is to breach them. So you don't even have to go through this process. You just breach the USDT. You just breach the USDT to T plus, breach the USDC to C plus. But in case you still have issues adding the crypto, you have to go to custom crypto and add it manually. If you do not add this manually, you will not be able to transact on the project. So mine has been added, is showing how. Sometimes OKX Wallet might want to fold them into low value assets because it has no value. Because it is a testnet token, remember that it is not tradable. So you have to open the low value assets and you see all the tokens you've added. So what does the next instruction says? The next instruction says send at least 494 T plus on Ethereum Sepolia. Remember, this is T plus. You need an address to send Ethereum Sepolia to T plus. So you head over to the Discord once again, or if you have friends you transact with, but there's a section on their Discord where you can send and transact on the wallet, and it is right. Where is it again? Send and receive. You just head over up and it's the send and receive on the Discord section. Once you send and receive, you meet similar people that are trying to transact just like you, and you talk, and simple as that. You meet so many people trying to transact the same way, trying to complete their task. As you can see, this one now need 350 T plus. And what does the tax say? The tax said send at least 494 T plus. So why don't you just do giveaway and send the guys some 400 and 500 T plus, because we've minted as much as we want. So you head over you copy his wallet address, paste the wallet address. As you see, I think I made mistake copying those addresses. Paste the wallet address, then next. And what did he say he needs? He needs about 330 T plus. So we are going to do him a giveaway and send him about 500 because the tax requires to send 494. So we just send him about 500. If you want your T plus back, you can just text him and tell him you want your T plus back. But don't worry, you have an infinite amount to claim from the Faucet, so there is no big deal about that. So he sent him the 500 T plus. Your transaction, you head over to history. And this is it. Sent 500 T plus to him. I think I have to change this back to a pop-up. Sent 500 T plus transaction to him. History, sent. Load the site. And just like that, the fourth transaction has been completed. 500 T plus to that guy, and it has been completed. Now it says receive 330 T plus. All you just have to do now is go ahead to the Discord once again. Click on your wallet. Click on your wallet. Click on receive, and this can only be done after you've added the token T plus. Then press receive. Once you click on receive, you head over back to the Discord. Paste your wallet address. You paste your wallet address. Paste your wallet address and send. You also, before pasting your wallet address, you have to clearly signify that this is what you need. You need C340. So they understand that 340, C340. So someone right there from the Discord, in case you didn't get anyone to help you with that, you can just go over to the general group, or even right here you can talk about it that I need it quick, and somebody right here say, I see done. So it's a community and we help each other, and that's just how you grow as a community. So once you receive 340 T plus, the transaction gets verified. All you just have to do is refresh, and that's just it. You are verified. Then as for the last transaction, daily transaction on Ethereum Sepolia, make at least 40 transactions, which is mint, stake or bridge on Ethereum Sepolia to earn 1000 points. Once I do that clearly today, I'll be on about 3800 points for just doing that task today. Once you are done with that, that's basically everything you need to know about Overlayer testnet interaction. Just the testnet interaction. That is not all for the project. That's just for the testnet interaction, because on the Discord we have where you share your content, we have row grinding. As you see, someone has finally sent me 340 C plus. The 340 T plus must have appeared there because it is the first interaction. If I refresh the page, the task should be complete according to him if he has sent the transaction. And just like that, the transaction has been completed as C plus 200. And if I complete my 40 transactions today, I earn plus 1000. Remember, only users with 15,000 points are eligible for the airdrop. 2,000 points are people taking into consideration for the snapshot. The team stated it there. If you head over to rewards, you will see what I'm talking about. That is reward just beside the tax button. Tiers are completed on the eligibles only. Only wallets with more than 2,000 points at snapshots are counted, and so far 19,977 wallets are currently qualified. There is a leaderboard section by the reward section. The first on the leaderboard has 49,000 points, and here is my rank, 18,323 with just 26 points. The leaderboard updates every 5 minutes, so I will have a jump very soon on the leaderboard. So far in the leaderboard, out of 19,977, I am ranked 18,325. So that's it. You head over to Faucet, claim early users. So that's all you need to know about Overlayer fee on chain tax. On the Discord, um we have the general group where you interact for roles, you help guys, and you get roles from the. We have the member help. This is where if you're a newbie and you need help with anything, you just have to reach out to the member help. There's off topic, GM. So there's where you share your content, you talk about the project. You never know, the project has not said anything about mindshare leaderboard, but in the future you don't know what they might want to reward content creators. So I strongly advise you talk about the project on X. X is the primary place to talk about every Web3 project. So that's all for on-chain. If you head down, there's Galxe and there's Zealy tax. The Galxe tax and Zealy tax are separate rewards, but if you do the rewards, there is chance you earn XP and it gets added to the ones on your website. There's Galxe and there's Zealy. You cannot do the Galxe tax without a Galxe passport, which costs $5, 5 USDC. There is the Zealy point. You can also complete the Zealy points, and that's just everything you need to know about Overlayer free. BJ out. See you in my next video. Please like and subscribe.